Here's another communication exercise we'd like you to try. It's quite common when depression is around in relationships for things to narrow down in terms of communication between a couple. Couples don't tend to talk as much, share as much with each other, or explain as much. They just don't tend to join the dots as much, so they stop understanding each other so well. This exercise, and we call it the communication wheel, helps widen a discussion, open it up, so you can really understand how the other feels about a particular subject. It's really important that there's no right or wrong answer. Nothing is too big or too small. Feel free to throw in something unusual. Also, don't take too long on each answer as you go round the wheel. And try not to miss anything out. This isn't a test. It's more like an experiment between you. You'll later be asked by your therapist to feed back how it felt to do this exercise together. Once again, start off with something that isn't difficult between you, bearing in mind that later on in the treatment, we will use this tool to broaden discussion around things that are difficult for you to discuss. This is just a practice for you to start off with. Have a copy of the communication wheel in front of you so you can both see it. Again, we're going to ask one of you to simply listen while your partner takes a turn, going around the wheel. We are not asking the listener to respond in any way. Their job is just to listen. Here's an example. I've got the wheel here on my lap, and I'm going to talk about holidays. So, I feel that holidays are a really important break from the stresses of day-to-day life. I expect them to be trouble-free and kind of dreamy, a bit like they were when I was a child. I wish that sometimes we don't have days on holiday where we row and then don't talk to each other. I regret those times because holidays with you are valuable. I remember the one time we went to the beach and we both got completely sunburnt and had to lie in cold baths all evening and we could hardly speak. Anyway, that was just an example of the sort of thing that you might do in this first go at going around the communication wheel. You're going to fill out every section and then your partner's going to have a go. And in a way, you're going to have to trust us that couples find this exercise really useful, and it's a really useful structure for later on discussing together quite difficult things. Okay, now it's your turn. You two start.